what's the actual difference between roving and top when it comes to spinning your own yarn? So, the gist of it is, if you're still at the beginning of your spinning journey, that roving is a carded style of preparation, aka is a woolen style of preparation. The fibers are not going to be aligned, there's going to be a lot more air kind of included in the actual prep. That's what we call these. We call these different styles of prep. Whereas a combed top, as the name implies, this is going to be combed, and so the fibers are all aligned with one another, and there's not a lot of air or space in between said fibers. So this is a lot denser of a prep, and as you can see, there is a distinct grain on combed fibers. Okay, there's a distinct direction that the fibers are going in, and that's because, again, they are all aligned, they are all densely next to each other. When you spin something like this up, it's going to produce a denser, drapier yarn as a result, even if it doesn't have something like silk in it, like these two braids. I just use these as examples because I feel like the silk helps you clearly see that grain that I'm talking about. Whereas with roving, this is going to produce like a fluffier, again, woolen style of yarn, a lot airier. It's going to be warmer than something like this. So this is a lot of the times what roving can look like. It can come in a lot of different formats, but as you can see, like, there's no distinct grain. All of the fibers are kind of like crisscrossed and a lot airier in general and generally kind of bouncy. Something to keep in mind when it comes to getting like top and roving is that the colors that you initially see when you buy your prep can be a little bit misleading. So with roving, a lot of the times when you are spinning it and twisting those fibers, you're kind of aligning them a little bit, and as a result, the finished yarn will look a little bit darker than the way that the roving looks. And then vice versa with comb top, like a really common beginner experience is to spin something very, very vibrant, and the finished yarn will not look as vibrant. And the reason for that is simply color science. When the fibers are not as well aligned, they're not reflecting the light and therefore the color back at you as like saturated or as deeply, and as a result, your yarn will just look less saturated than the initial comb top dye.